And it's finally here. After weeks of waiting, actually 3 weeks, we have the 5th beta of iOS 27, and it is packed with new features and changes, and we have a ton of features to talk about. Some pretty amazing stuff with this beta, some features that you will actually love. And of course, we're also going to talk about a change that is coming next week to the release of iOS 27 betas. Now, before we get into all that, I just want to ask you guys for a really quick favor. Most of you guys that watch my videos are currently not subscribed to the channel. So if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel a lot. Now, there have been a bunch of updates on the icons and actually redesigns for the icons on iOS 27 Beta 5. We have mentioned on the initial video the new icon for Safari, new icon for Settings app. The preview app has gotten a new icon, some adjustments to the stock icon, and also we have an update here for the App Store icon. Now it actually has more of the liquid glass design and it looks much better. And this is actually not the first time that Apple updates the App Store icon. They have updated like 3 times, I believe, since the release of iOS 27. And I really love what Apple has done with the icons on iOS 27. If you don't have that update on your device, but you're just watching YouTube videos, you will never actually notice how good these icons look on your device. When you update to the new iOS 27, you will actually love the new updated look with liquid glass for the icons on your iOS 27 device. And we have some new things on the Settings app as well. First of all, heading on to the search section right here, you can see now we have a section dedicated for before searching. Now right here we'll have suggested apps, suggested app shortcuts, and also show recent searches. Right here, if you go to suggested apps, you will have 4 apps, 8 apps, or you can choose to not suggest. So a new section here for the search section on the Settings app. Moving on to the home screen, we have a change here on the Spotlight search. Now we have a much brighter background here, which looks much better. Now Apple has also adjusted the interface for Siri here on the home screen. You can see this right here is less colorful, a bit more brighter, and in my opinion, it looks much better like this. Now, one thing that I really like on the 5th beta of iOS 27 is what they have done with the markup tools. So when you go to markup, whether that's a screenshot or maybe one of your images, you can now actually collapse right here and expand your tool. So it's really awesome. And of course, right here, it will show the last tool that you have been using. And what's really cool is that now it flows, so you can place it anywhere you want as easy as that. So this is a super cool new feature, which actually was available before on iPads, and now it's on iPhones as well. Now with this beta, Apple has returned the progressive blur right here at the status bar. You can see that top layer right there. So it's now with the progressive blur, and in my opinion, it looks much better. Now another thing that I really like is what they have done here with the icons for lookup and search web. So if we go here to the full menu, now you will have new icons for lookup and search web, which is really awesome. Talking about new icons, we also have a new icon for visual intelligence on the control center. So if you have this control, whether that be on the control center or maybe your lock screen, you now get a new icon. Another change right here on the clock app, you can notice right here at the alarm, now the text is actually bolder, but also is much brighter. So the time here where it says alarm, that has changed with this beta. And we have a couple of changes on the Wallet app as well. You can notice now the search bar is actually just a floating button, which is really awesome. And of course, it doesn't interrupt you here with the interface. And also we have right there pop up like a notification at the top, what's new in Wallet, where you can tap and it will show you everything that is new with the Wallet app on iOS 27. Now another change here on the control center, the 5G indicator no longer shows right here, which was basically part of the 4th beta, where you would see your connection to Wi-Fi, but also the status of your cellular connection. And once you open the Shortcuts app for the first time, you will see now a new splash screen letting you know what's new in Shortcuts. Describe a shortcut. We can just describe a shortcut to Apple Intelligence and it will do the work for you. We have broad world knowledge and also unified automations, which is really cool. Now these are some of the new features that we have been able to discover on the 5th beta. As I said, the 3-week wait has been worth it, and we have a lot more features to talk about on the next video, so make sure you subscribe for that. But next up, we also have the 6th beta, which looks like it will actually be out next week. Now on the Apple's website, when they released the 5th beta, they have actually shown the 6th beta there. It said beta 6, but it was actually beta 5. That lets us know that that was actually supposed to be released this week, and this beta should have been released last week. So now we're moving to weekly schedule. Now we can expect the 6th beta on the 17th of August. Now, as we have talked about, from now on we are on the weekly schedule before the release of iOS 27 to the public, which in my opinion will be September the 14th. Now beta 6 is right here on the 17th next week, if everything goes okay, of course. And then we get beta 7 on the 24th. Beta 8 right here on the 31st, the RC most likely on the 8th or the 9th, and then the final release of iOS 27 will be September 14th. And if Apple does things how they have been doing in the last few years, which I believe will be the case. Now in the meantime, between this update and beta 6 until next week, most likely during this week we will have the release of iOS 26.6.1. Now, there was actually a misunderstanding last day when Apple released the RC of iOS 26.6.1, something that actually doesn't happen. We all thought that was like a final release, a release to the public. Every major Apple News website was reporting that iOS 26.6.1 is out, but it's actually not like that. It's actually the RC. But still, I had to upload a video. I did upload it thinking that it was a final release, but it wasn't. But the video is still there. Probably you will need it in a couple of days once this out, because it won't stay in RC for so long. I really believe that it will happen during this week. That update should be out really soon. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one.